I'm standing with State Assembly Member Mike Morrell, and State Assemblyman, it's nice to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a very, very important event. It's a very special event, and so your attendance here is obviously very, very much appreciated. Why do you think employment of individuals with disabilities is so important?
Well, our organizations here are working hard to give them a full life. And God bless the training centers that work to do that. And, to make families whole and to keep them busy and give them a purpose and an income. And I tell you what, they're very productive. So it's a good thing to see.
And why do you think organizations like VIP are so important to the employers here in the Inland Empire?
Well, because I tell you what, I've toured a few of these facilities like VIP, and number one, their training's excellent. Number two, they produce a good product, meaning that they train these people with disabilities in an excellent manner and put them all out in the workforce. And I tell you what, from what I've seen talking with many employers, these young people who they're training are some of the hardest, most dedicated workers, and they rarely take time off. So again, VIP, an organization like this, does an excellent job on training and then putting them out in the workforce, and our employers in the Inland Empire are grateful for these young folks.
State Assemblyman, as you're aware, funding for employment programs for persons with disabilities has been challenging in recent years. What do you see in the future for employment programs like this?
Well, it's a challenge because there's a lot of things vying for money. You have unfunded liabilities of about $500 billion. Our revenues started to increase in the beginning of this year, but now they're starting to slow down. Things like this, and I don't mean to be political here, but I don't really care for the high-speed rail. I think we could use that money more prudently for programs like this. So what you have in Sacramento, you have a lot of special interest groups vying for this money. And the thing that I don't want to see is get these folks cut out of the loop. But unfortunately, there's a lot of selfish ambition up in Sacramento, which, they're working hard to get their piece of this money. But unfortunately, we should limit government's power. One of the things I'd like to see is we sort of cut the middleman out of the loop, meaning Sacramento, and we reduce some of that administration out there, and as many funds as we can get back into the local municipalities, whether that's education or the water districts or programs like these. Our local citizens here will manage that money better. There'll be more accountability, and again, we'll save literally billions by reducing the bureaucracy in Sacramento. If we could do that right now, we wouldn't have to worry about all those other things I mentioned in the beginning. I'm just for local control, and again, reducing the bureaucracy in Sacramento.
Last question, Assemblyman Morrell. It's obviously very, very apparent that you support people earning a paycheck, contributing to society in a positive way. Briefly tell us your thoughts on the employees who are being honored here tonight. Tell us a little bit about how you feel about that.
You know what? Well, first of all, I'm honored that they would ask me to be here to present the awards. And since I've been working with this program now for about 3 years, I've actually been able to see some of these people being trained, and then sort of like a factory machine, they're sent out the door, and then a year later I see them in a supermarket, and they're so happy, they're productive, they're useful, and stay around tonight, and your spirit will soar because there's good things being done here tonight.
Assemblyman Mike Morrell, 40th District, thank you so much.
Thank you.